Hello YouTube, how's everybody today? So we are here for another new segment for my channel, and it is still Tuesday after 11 p.m. Eastern time, but we are still good to go. And my Tuesday segments I'm going to be doing now are called Top Tuesdays. Now this is originally the segment I had planned to start in the new year, and I already had a top picked out and everything. I knew what type of yarn, I just didn't know what color yarn I want to use. And like I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, I am no longer using Pinterest. Unless I happen to go to my public library and I'm pulling up patterns that way. I am tired of getting my computer corrupt and my son having the factory reset it for me. He's done it now a few times. And to be safe than sorry, now I'm just going to try and get as many patterns as I can off of YouTube. Unless, like I said, I go to my public library. So, also, you guys may have heard me talking in the past month or so that I want to do a new segment. And originally it was just the Tuesday one, and I want to do a word on play on the words regarding the letter T for Tuesday. And I came up with Top Tuesday just because I have made a few tops for myself, but I want to make a few more at least. And the one I ended up picking out is from Crystal over at Bag a Day. I will share her channel down below just in case you've never heard of her or you don't follow her and you want to maybe go check her out. Actually, this one top of hers, which is a chevron t-shirt, like cap sleeve type idea, it's been on my to-do list or my watch later list for a very long time. I love chevrons. That's the only reason I learned how to crochet was a friend of mine, well, my husband's co-worker and his wife, who we became friends with, both of them, very good, close friends, were pregnant with their first baby. And the wife, she didn't know how to crochet. I knew how to knit, and I kind of faked crocheted a blanket once. And I don't know what I did exactly, but I made sure I repeated it across and made a blanket. I know it's not a legit stitch. If it is, I don't know which one I used. But I was just, fudging it, and whatever happened, happened. Well, she had this kit she bought for a chevron blanket, for a baby blanket, and I could tell by looking at it, she was definitely doing something wrong. What she was doing wrong, I didn't know, so I said, hey, I'll take it home, see what I can do to either figure this pattern out or maybe find a similar pattern that would work for this yarn. And she said, yes, please do. And I said, it'll be part of your baby shower gift then, even though you bought the kit, I'm making it. And she was all fine with that. I went and I found a chevron pattern, and ever since then, I've been in love with chevrons. I've done Christmas stocking, I've done a few different bags, different tops, blankets galore. I love the chevron. That is my first go-to favorite stitch, and I'd have to say my second favorite is a shell stitch, and there's multiple different shell stitches you can do as well. Anyway, so the top I'm doing, I'll show that to you, I guess, first. I'm just letting the colors fall where they may. So here's the top. I know you guys won't be able to see it very well, but there's how I'm hoping it's going to kind of, I'll have to probably sit more up here because of my shoulders. So I've got a little ways to go yet before I'm ready to do the armholes. But here, I'm going to hold it up closer for you guys to see. That is a chevron. I hope you guys can see that okay. Like I said, I'm just letting the colors fall where they may. Now, I did do something different than Crystal did in her video. I'm not a fan of doing the chain and then, making a circle out of it and then doing your single crochets. I love the foundless single crochet round where there's no chain technically to start. You work the chain and the single crochet at once. Now, hubby and I went shopping on the weekend. On Sunday, I placed 2 orders between Saturday and Sunday. I got 2 cakes of the Caron Skinny Cake. And as you guys know, I really love this yarn. And here's a look of what's in this cake still. I put a nice little dent in it. She's, not firm anymore. Now, a little information about said cake. As I said, it's Caron Skinny Cake. It is in the colorway Grape. I am using a 4.25 crochet hook, and here I'll show it to you again. I find with the 4.25, which is the same hook I use for my Sophie's Universe, I find it makes the stitch look very neat and very uniform and sturdy. They don't look sloppy. So here, I'll try to show you guys close up. So you guys can see that. Like the 4.5 I think works really well. Or 4.25, sorry. So that's what I'm using is 4.25. Technically this yarn calls for 4mm or a US 6. US 6? No, it's gotta be a 5. There's no way that could be a 6. Let me double check it. I wrote down 6, but I don't think that's right. No, it is a 5. Okay, so I do gotta change that in my book. But I could have went with a 5. No problem. I just didn't want to use a 5. Like I said, the one I used with this yarn, I think for 3 weight works fine for me. This cake is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 725 meters, and 795 yards. So, like I said, the only thing I'm doing different than Crystal is how I started mine. And hers is only 88 stitches. Now, she does hers with a worsted weight yarn. And I don't remember if she said she was using a 5 or a 6mm crochet hook. Like I said, I'm using a smaller yarn and a smaller hook. So I obviously had to do way more. And even the model mannequin, she put her top on, which, like she said, is supposed to be a plus size mannequin, but oh, I'm sorry, guys, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. It doesn't seem true to size, and the mannequin is not chesty, as you think a plus size mannequin should be. So yeah, I definitely had to go up in size. Now with this pattern, once you got onto round 3, it's just a repeat until you get to the armholes, and then you do what you gotta do to indicate where the armholes are gonna go. Then the body part is pretty much the exact same thing, other than in the peaks, you're only doing 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, where in the upper body, you're doing 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, you're growing it out. It's mindless. You can set it down at any given time and pick it up. Like, this is a good project if someone wants to learn how to make a top and they're new to crocheting. I think this would be a very good, as long as they kind of know the basic stitches, like the single crochets, the slip stitches, the chain, and the double crochets. I honestly think someone could easily do this top. It's very, very beginner friendly, and I'm going to have fun with it. I don't think it's going to take me long to make it, maybe 3 weeks total. I'm only working on it on Tuesdays. So, yep, that's my project for Tuesdays. I hope you guys like what I'm doing different with my channel. Some feedback would be nice. Suggestions. Like, I do have every day kind of planned out what I want for those days, but I'm always willing to make changes. Tomorrow would be my WIP Wednesday, but right now I do not have a WIP because it's the end of the month. So tomorrow I'm actually going to be working on my Things We're Making Thursday project, which is my Wednesday themed Halloween wreath. I again want to thank you guys very much. I did put a video out regarding that and suggestions, and I got some really good ones from you guys. Thank you very much. You're very kind and considerate, and what you said to me and stuff, like no rudeness, none of that stuff, which, like I said, if I get any of that, I will delete your comment and block you. So, but the ones that did get back to me, very kind and sweet, great suggestions. When my husband got home, I showed it to him, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden I was sitting there, and I kind of held it one way, and I thought, this might work. So I do have an idea. I do have a plan. Like I said, Wednesday is complete. Enith, I have her arms made, her legs, and her body part made. I'm about to go to the part where I'm going to join her arms, do the chest, and then I want to start the head, but only do a couple rounds of the head, and then make the sweater, put the sweater on her, and then continue the head. The sweater is not going to be removable. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that, the sweater yet. And is it going to be done by Thursday? To be truthful, I don't think so. I could have Edith done maybe without the sweater, but I don't really want to put her together and then have to try to put a sweater on her. I could work it around her head, but like around the neck part, and have the body maneuver around the body as well, and I don't really want to do that. So I don't quite know yet what I'm doing for the sweater. I'm going to wing it. Enith may be done, but I'll definitely put Wednesday on the reef so you guys will have a clue on what I was trying. And come Thursday, hopefully I'll have Enith's arms all put on, and I should have her arms definitely put on. Hopefully her sweater and more of her head done. And I can kind of show you then what it would look like if Enith was on it minus her head, because I don't think I'll be that far. But come midnight tonight, the top gets put away, that gets pulled out. So I got 2 days to work on it. We never know. Come things are making Thursday. And then Friday is Finish Fridays. And actually, I'm going to check my calendar really quick once I figure out where it is. Oh, my big head close to the screen here, people. I'm so sorry about that. We are in the month of October. Okay, so Friday's the last day of the month. So yeah, I'll have no finished objects Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday I have Saturday's a new segment for my channel, and Sunday is something being switched from 1 week to the next, or to one day of the week to another day. And then we're back to Mandala Monday. So next week I will possibly have some whips and or finished objects for you guys. My whips and finished objects are more or less any make-along I'm participating in. Like I got a group on Facebook I participate in. If I'm making one of those make-alongs, if I'm doing like Aaron Cutting Kitty Creator Spotlight make-along, if I'm doing, mind me, I gotta get my list. If I'm also working on, say, the Crochet Witch, Great Cake Off, Judy's Creations in Crochet, I'm working on one of her projects, like make-alongs, Nan's Crochet Idea, and Nan's Crochet Idea, or Lottie's Cancer as a Lifestyle. If I'm making any of those make-alongs, those will be Wednesday's make-alongs / finished objects. If come Thursday midnight, if the reef is not done, it will get switched over to a whip / finished objects. And then I will also this Thursday, though, announce next month's thing we're making Thursday for you guys. So yeah, keep tuned for Thursday's video. Like I said, tomorrow, if there's no video, I might go live with me. You never know. So if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you're not already subscribed to me. I'd really appreciate that. Share me out. I hope you guys like what you see on my channel. Again, if you have any ideas, please let me know. I know I haven't done a sit and chat and craft live in a while, so I might put one out tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know if my super's coming in tomorrow to do some more work on the water damage in my unit. They haven't been here in over a week. It was actually a week today when they were in last. So I don't know when they're coming back. They told my son either this Wednesday or next. Don't know. And then it still won't be done because they still got way more work to do in the bathroom. So it is what it is. I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, before Christmas, I would love my apartment back in order. And that's a story for another day. Like I said, I'm trying to make these videos shorter, and here I am rambling on. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for stopping by, and everyone have a good day.